Hi everyone. I'm out here in my studio and got with me a piece of curly maple that we picked up today from one of my suppliers. You probably saw the video on Facebook of us picking out the wood and looking at some of the wood that Brandon had there. And you can see the figure on this wood is just really intense. Those horizontal bars on, or I guess vertical, if you, depending on, if I hold it like this, they're horizontal. But anyways, those bars on the wood is what's called fiddleback or curl, and it's really beautiful. And this is for the newest flute of the month. This newest flute of the month will be the flute of the month for April. I've been working on this flute with Mary Drake, who is a good friend and client. She's been using my flutes for, gosh, at least 15 years now. And at one time, she wanted a flute that depicted the 4 seasons. She loves the Tree of Life totem. I love the Tree of Life totem as well. And so she wanted some Tree of Life totems that she could paint, and then with the different seasons, and have her choice of which totem she wants to put on which flute, or at any given time. So I sent her the totems for her own flute, and she did them, and they were fabulous. She sent them back to me, and we finished over the paint, and it all turned out really, really beautiful. So so Mary and I got talking about using that idea as a flute of the month, but we wanted originally to keep this flute design really simple, so that the focus of the flute is all about the seasons, all about that Tree of Life, and about the wood that we're fortunate to have, and the resource that's so, you know, I don't know how you feel when you walk out into the world, whether it's a forest or even downtown, but I mean, my mind just goes right to the trees. I'm looking at all the trees, and I'm so grateful for them. And it's a resource, obviously, that we need to be careful with and protect. But anyways, Mary wanted to keep it simple. I wanted to keep it simple, and it helps keep the costs down. So let me show you these Tree of Life totems here. These are 3 that Mary's painted. Now, we're still working on finishing them. They're not actually totems yet. They're just the trees. They need to be mounted to bases and whatnot. But you got your spring, summer, and autumn tree, and then there'll be a 4th one that will be the tree for the autumn, or I'm sorry, for winter. And so the full cycle. The flute will have walnut end caps with a little ebony band, and then walnut mouthpiece, of course, and then a walnut shoulder inlay with a thin line of turquoise underneath it that will represent the water table, or the living waters that the tree has to reach down to in order to survive and to grow and to prosper. And so all of this helps us keep the cost of the overall instrument down. The instrument itself, in the key of G, I think it worked out, and I don't have the numbers right in front of me, but I think it worked out to something like $1435 was the cost for the flute with all 4 totems. And then if a person were to get that on this Flute of the Month promo that we run, that's a 20% discount. And so that makes it something like $1180 for a key of G. Now, the only thing that I haven't figured into all of this pricing is I want to do a box that the flute sits in, and have a space for every totem. And I don't know how much that box is going to cost yet. So I probably will make the box an optional item for people, and the box will also act as a flute stand, so it'll be a display as well as a place to carry the totems and the flute and protect it. And so I think it's going to be really gorgeous. I'm really excited about it. But we're going to go ahead and start pre-selling these flutes now. You can go ahead and start ordering them got to rest my arm from holding the phone there. But you can go ahead and start ordering, and just give me a call if you're interested in one. I haven't worked out all the detailed pricing on the other flutes, but you know, the G is kind of where I start from, and then it gets us in the ballpark for everything else. And I'm really excited for it. It's going to be a lot of fun flute. It's going to be a really fun flute, probably called Seasons, but I don't know for sure yet. We'll probably tie something in. Mary will probably come up with something really poetic or something. But I hope you all have a great day, and we'll talk to you later. Oh, if you want to talk to me about one of the flutes, just give me a call, 801-822-1415, or you can shoot me an email at brent@woodsounds.com. Hope you have a super day.